What is going on, Navigation Nation, and welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing the undervalued Pokemon card series where we look at products out on the open market that are currently underrated or perhaps overlooked by the average collector and investor. And today is going to be unique because we are only looking at cards and products that are not from the actual TCG. So this should be a lot of fun. But as always, guys, have to make the disclaimer. These are just my opinions, so make sure that you take this with a grain of salt and that you also consult with various other sources out there to find what products are in fact a good fit for you. And with that being said, guys, show your support for this episode and for the channel by giving me that double slap attack, one for that like button, one for that subscribe button, and if you want to be notified each and every time a new video drops, go ahead and thunder punch that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our first product here, not from the actual TCG. And you guys might be most familiar with this one out of the ones on this list, and that is the 2000 Topps Chrome Series 1. Now, I've talked about Topps products before, and over the course of the last couple years, we have really seen a substantial growth in the Topps Pokemon products, but especially the 2000, and by 2000 I mean the year 2000 Topps Chrome Series 1. Now, you guys might know the cards have seen a surge in price, and a lot of this is due to their very low populations. If you look out on PSA's website, the population reports for a lot of these cards, especially in a PSA 10, many of them are below a Pop 10. So they are very rare, very hard to get graded, and especially to come back in a gem mint status. So that is one reason why you're seeing the surge in price in many of these cards. But as I said, most of you are probably familiar with the individual cards. What I really want to talk about here today from this particular series is the sealed products. Now, if you're taking a look out on eBay or other sources, you will see that the sealed booster packs are now going for about $350 on average. And as you guys know, I'm a big sealed collector, especially when it comes to the TCG, and I think a lot of people might be overlooking the actual sealed products here. So the booster packs is definitely a place that I would take a look at as more people are opening products. Again, sealed products are always going to carry a premium. And another sealed product that I don't see that often is the booster boxes. Now, the booster boxes of these Topps products, those are going for about $8,000 to $10,000, and there are not many of them out there. And when we're looking at the tremendous surge in price for, let's say, Wizards of the Coast products or other, mainline TCG products that were released around this time, they are going for far more than the booster boxes for these Topps products. Now, again, this is not a part of the actual Pokemon TCG, so that's something to keep in mind here. But at the same time, with the popularity of these Topps cards growing ever more every single day, it seems like, I think really looking more towards the sealed products is probably going to be a good option here. Because as more people gain knowledge in the hobby, as more people become familiar with many of the products that are valuable outside of the TCG, I really think that more of these types of products will be opened, and that will just lend to the sealed products being more and more valuable. So from the year 2000 Topps Chrome Series 1, I would recommend looking at either the graded cards, PSA 9, PSA 10s. Those are very, very low pop reports. And then also looking at the sealed products, specifically booster packs or the booster boxes. And as I said, with the booster boxes, even $8,000 to $10,000, when you compare that to other products released around that time from the TCG, you can get that at a cheaper price. And I think there is a lot of potential as the popularity continues to grow with the Topps products. And next up on our list of the most undervalued Pokemon card products not from the actual TCG, we have the 1998 Pokemon Japanese Bandai Cardass vending series. Now, I've talked about these products before on previous undervalued videos, but today I want to get more specific and talk specifically about the Series 4 cards. Now, there were various series of the Cardass vending line of products, but what I have noticed out on the open market is more of a push and more of a popularity around Series 4. Now, Series 4, as I said, this was released in 1998, along with various of the previous series, so Series 1 through 3. But this one is otherwise known as the Anime Collection. I've also heard it referred to as such, and the reason being is that these cards feature snapshots essentially from the show, so from the first couple seasons of the Pokemon anime series. These are really, really cool cards, and as I said, we're seeing much more of a push and much more popularity in this particular series. If you look out on eBay, Mercari, Troll and Toad, you look out on DA Card World, there are a lot of listings here for the Series 4 cards. And I think it's because more people, again, are starting to become more familiar with Bandai, with the Cardass series, and they're looking at this Series 4, and they're unique in the sense that they have the, essentially a little reel, a little snapshot from the anime, and that brings back a lot of nostalgia. So when you look out on the open market, these cards are going for quite good money, and I've been following these really since like my first undervalued card series, which was in, I believe, September of last year, and I've seen a steady increase in price in the Series 4 cards specifically. So I think this is another area that you definitely want to be looking at. Again, the entire Cardass vending series, I think, is a good opportunity, and one that I think will gain even more popularity as the knowledge base and the education of the hobby as a whole becomes greater. People will start exploring a lot of these alternatives to the mainline TCG, and the Cardass vending series, I think, is definitely at the top of that list. But right now, as things stand, this Series 4 that is a part of the Cardass vending series, I think these are really starting to gain in popularity, and one that I think you should definitely keep your eye on. And finally, to round out our list of the most undervalued Pokemon card products not from the TCG, we have the Nintendo Pokemon playing cards. Now, you guys probably never thought that actual playing cards, that you would play in a poker game, would actually be valuable from a Pokemon card standpoint. But these really came onto my radar about 4 months ago, and much like the rest of you, I didn't put a whole lot of stake in them. I thought they were just kind of a one-off type of product that really didn't have a whole lot of inherent value. But over the course of this last 4 months, I have noticed a steady increase and more popularity around these particular cards. Now, the first ones were released in 1995, and these were more or less commemorative to the first game, so Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green, released in Japan. Now, when I first started looking at them, they were maybe a couple $100. You can purchase them as either the red and green pack, bundled pack, or the blue, which is a little bit more scarce, at least it seems so, out on the open market. But they have had a tremendous surge in price over the course of this last 4 months, and they continue to go up. And I think that lends to the fact that they are commemorative and they are more rare than what we actually initially gave them credit for, at least for myself. Now, beyond the red, green, and blue, you also have another deck of cards that were released in 1999, and these were gold and silver, which feature Ho-Oh and Lugia. Now, from the standpoint of being able to find these out on places like eBay, it does seem like the gold and silver decks are a little bit easier to come by, but they are right up there in price and value with red, green, and blue. So guys, these are an area that I would definitely take a look at. And as you're seeing here, the cards from Pokemon, they don't necessarily have to be from the mainline TCG to have a lot of value to them, or a lot of popularity among collectors and investors. And you're seeing that here with these actual playing cards. Again, they're going to be really difficult to try to find sealed. You can purchase these individually, but I think more or less the real value lies in the complete package, either the bundled red and green or the individual blue, or the bundled gold and silver. I think that's where the value lies. Now, you're not really going to find these sealed in their shrink wrap still, but the sealed in this case is just going to be in the actual decks, and obviously the less wear and tear, the more valuable they will be. So I'm really looking more at these from their sealed standpoint rather than the individual cards. I think that's where the long-term value will lie, but this is another area that I would definitely look at and keep your eye on these Nintendo Pokemon playing cards. So that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the most undervalued Pokemon cards, and especially this one where we talked specifically about products not from the actual TCG. Hopefully you guys are starting to learn that there are other products out there that don't have to be part of the mainline TCG to have a lot of value. And I think today was a good example of up and coming products that are continuing to gain value over the long term. Other than that, guys, I will see you all next time. My name is PokéNav. I'm here to help you navigate the world of Pokemon one video at a time, and I will see you all in the next video.